Welcome to Sunday School for Sunday, October 19th, 2025. For our junior students, I do not own the rights to this music. Today's Bible basis is coming out of Acts chapter 10, verses 24 through 38. The title of today's story, The Good News is for Everyone. The juniors in Mr. Sharp's social studies class were each assigned to do a project on a different country, overseas. They had to share information with the class about that country's people, culture, and religion. Sebastian volunteered to go first. To everyone's surprise, Sebastian's report was very mean. He spoke badly about the people. He criticized the way they looked, the things they did for fun, and even the way they worshiped. Sebastian ended his report by saying that if he were to ever see someone from that country, he probably wouldn't talk to them. The class sat in silence as Sebastian took his seat. Mr. Sharp broke the silence. "I'd like to put the reports on hold until tomorrow and spend the rest of the class period talking about something very important." What do you think Mr. Sharp is going to talk to the class about? Do you think he will talk about overcoming prejudice? What does it mean to be prejudiced? In what ways do people show prejudice toward others? Have you ever shown prejudice toward someone or had prejudice shown toward you? You might have heard the Kirk family song or the Kirk Franklin song that says, "It doesn't matter what color you are, as long as your blood is red. Salvation is for and should be extended to everyone, no matter what color, gender, or denomination they are." In today's lesson, God instructed Peter to witness to Cornelius, someone who is different from him. Acts chapter 10, verses 24 through 38, and this is the King James Version. "And the morrow after they entered into Caesarea, and Cornelius waited for them, and he had called together his kinsmen and near friends. And as Peter was coming in, Cornelius met him, and fell down at his feet, and worshipped him. But Peter took him up, saying, 'Stand up, I myself also am a man.' And as he talked with him, he went in and found many that were come together. And he said unto them, Ye know how that it is an unlawful thing for a man that is a Jew to keep company or come unto one of another nation. But God hath showed me that I should not call any man common or unclean. Therefore came I unto you without gainsaying, as soon as I was sent for. I asked therefore, for what intent ye have sent for me? And Cornelius said, 4 days ago I was fasting until this hour, and at the 9th hour I prayed in my house, and behold, a man stood before me in bright clothing, and said, Cornelius, thy prayer is heard, and thy alms are had in remembrance in the sight of God. Send therefore to Joppa, and call hither Simon, whose surname is Peter. He is lodged in the house of one Simon a tanner, by the seaside, who when he cometh shall speak unto thee. Immediately therefore I sent to thee, and thou hast well done that thou art come. Now therefore are we all here present before God, to hear all things that are commanded thee of God. Then Peter opened his mouth and said, Of a truth I perceive that God is no respecter of persons, but in every nation he that feareth him and worketh righteousness is accepted with him. The word which God sent unto the children of Israel, preaching peace by Jesus Christ. He is Lord of all. That word I say, ye know, which was published throughout all Judea, and began from Galilee, after the baptism which John preached, how God anointed Jesus of Nazareth with the Holy Ghost and with power, who went about doing good and healing all that were oppressed of the devil, for God was with him. When God challenges us to do things we are not used to doing, we do not have to be afraid of the outcome. He works on behalf of the person who is being sent, as well as the person they will be sent to. The memory verse is Acts chapter 10, verses 34 and 35. Then Peter opened his mouth and said, Of a truth I perceive that God is no respecter of persons, But in every nation, he that feareth him and worketh righteousness is accepted with him. Sometimes we are not even aware of prejudices we may have that might prevent us from associating with and sharing the gospel with someone who needs to hear it. On a sheet of paper, tell how each group sometimes faces prejudice. Number 1. First group is smart honor roll students. Number 2, poorly dressed people. And number 3, people from different denominations. If you have ever shown prejudice toward an individual or group, ask God to forgive you and for help to open up your heart and take the time to share His word with anyone willing to listen. It is easy to invite people who are like us to our churches, homes, or events. This week, hang out with or invite someone to your home who is different from you, someone outside of your race, gender, social background, etc. Remember that it is God's will that all people be saved, and the good news is too valuable to keep to yourself. The end. God bless you and thank you for joining me today.